line, Charles.
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll run it again with Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Osweiler.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Detroit!
Here we go on fourth down with Osweiler. And he finds his man Griffin. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. They either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Carlos Dansby is a versatile linebacker, comfortable at either outside or inside, and always a respected team leader.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And they're going to go for it on 4th. Brock Osweiler staying on the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll indeed go for it with Osweiler. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Dalton, 1st and 10. And his first look is incomplete. The H-back, Ryan Hewitt, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And in the backfield out of this starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2nd and 10 here.
Tight end left. Tight end left. Ready. 380. 380.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. He drops it off for Bernard. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Jonathan Joseph goes under the radar a little bit as one of the better cover corners in the league, but his team knows his value. He can lock up good receivers.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Dagger. Ready. Blue tip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton escaping the pressure right. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And this Texans defense stands tall. And now out comes Houston. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's a give to Miller. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Tough spot for the offense, 3rd and 8.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football. Another pistol look here. On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Playing the into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll run. It's Miller. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. The offense lining up 1st and 10.
Over. Set. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
From midfield now, here's Osweiler. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Let's go. No. Check.
On the dive, here's the fullback Frosh. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a 1st down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Miller, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom.
And they'll run for it with Miller. Lamar Miller stops short of the sticks. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Second down, Dalton. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he's brought down after a good gain. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and it usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And a right side completion here by LaFell. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. 3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Brandon LaFell, 28 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes...
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Carlos Dunlap able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. And the wideout in motion. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. And pressure coming, and they got him him once again. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Here's Osweiler to throw. Flushed out right. Drops it to Blue. Complete. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He's got time. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No, check.
From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. To throw again is Osweiler. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Their big tight end as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now Jones. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. First half in. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Again, here's Bernard. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen. But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. A 4th down gamble with Dalton, and that's complete to LaFell. That one good for 10 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Here's Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. Three yards remaining here on 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Flush to his right, and he slides to avoid the hit. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. 2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the 1st. And he gets it down to the 32. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So Dalton now going for it, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Brandon LaFell, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Bengals are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Keith Mumphrey. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the Texans. Now they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd down, Osweiler buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And that'll make it 3rd down. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9.
No. Check. Patrick. Here we go. Here we go.
Osweiler dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming out of blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
So a designed run last, and he'll be hit from behind and taken down. J.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Back now in Houston, it's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big one there as that gives him a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches.
Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. Michael Johnson able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Here we go now. Over.
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, Osweiler escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 55 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing, Osweiler steps away to his left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. And now he'll tuck it and run. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. 3rd and goal now, so some urgency. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller taking it in. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. Second and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be fourth down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game. But here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game. And if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
Caught here by Griffin. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. This is the running back, Blue. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Dalton wants to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They run it again with Hill. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So now Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. A gain of 13 and also a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Dalton with a give to Hill. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And quickly they get to the line. Again, it's Hill. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things up. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So Mike Nugent on now with the game on the line. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. And just a heck of a final drive that you and I just got to witness.
We got to see calm, cool, and collected in action, didn't we? That allowed them to go down the field and score the game-winning points.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From everybody.